the movies. Hello, you. Welcome to Geekism. My words, have I got a story to tell you? So, this is something I've been wanting to play on the channel pretty much since day one. It's one of my favourite creative simulation games of all time. It really is stunning. It's one of the classics of the genre. Never got as much love as it needed to. Had one expansion pack, but could have done with a lot more. First thing says, we are just playing the base game here. I'll tell you why in a little moment. And yeah, I've wanted to play it for ages, but I haven't got a CD drive in my PC. When I built it's a custom build PC, and when I built it, I was like, whoa, it's 2016, man, but we don't use CDs anymore. I'm going to be dead modern and with it and not have a CD drive. And then I realised that actually it's quite hard to play some of the old games I've got on my shelf. You know, obviously you've got things like Steam, you've got things like good old games, CD keys and stuff like that. But you know, some of them just aren't out there, and the movies is one of them. I do have the hard copy of the game. We haven't got a camera, but there it is, tapping the microphone. But I didn't have a CD drive, so I bought one, didn't work, sent it back. Bought another one, worked for about half an hour, broke, sent that one back. Finally have a pretty decent one, an Asus, and it works great. Loaded up the game, got it all installed, and it basically doesn't play nice with Windows 10. Had to do loads of playing around with it, had to download a little crack to there's an issue with it playing on the disc. And anyway, we now have the game up and running, got it open, started playing, and the resolution was horrific. There's no native resolution settings really, apart from 2 or 3 different old monitor settings. So I had to go into the registry files and edit it, all this new stuff to me. But all of that, we finally got it set up and running. All this was this last week, and I didn't have time to do a video for it on Thursday, Throwback Thursday, so instead we did a live stream. Now, that was going to be episode 1 of the series, basically, but you know what? It's nearly 2 hours long. We got quite a lot done. And I was still sort of remembering the game from playing it a few years ago. A lot of people won't watch the live stream back, so I thought, you know what, no, we'll start afresh and we'll play a proper series now. So that's where we're up to. The other thing is, this isn't Thursday, I think this is Sunday night this one's going to be going out. Basically, Throwback Thursday is no more. We're going to be playing classic games on the channel, but I feel like I'm limiting myself by only playing them on a Thursday. We're not getting that much done in them. We're playing 20 minutes and then doing nothing for a week. And, you know, some weeks when there's not really much out at the moment, or nothing really that's taking our fancy, I'm limiting myself to playing these classic games only on a Thursday, and then I'm struggling to fill other days of the week with, you know, other things that, you know, maybe aren't doing as great. You know, we've been enjoying Machinima, we've been enjoying Ostriv at the minute, but they're quite limited in what you can do because they're still very early access, and really, I think I'd rather just play something I enjoy playing. So hopefully that's okay with you beautiful people. Let me know in the comments. I'd like to hear one way or the other what you think about this. But yeah, we're going to be playing movies a couple of times a week now, probably, you know, and it'll be a nice sort of filler until something bigger comes along. So anyway, we're also almost 4 minutes in and we've done nothing. We're going to be playing the new game. Alright, so I think this just sets us up with a full setup. There is a sandbox mode where we can pick how much money we start.
Learn all of the basics needed to play the game.
Yeah, see, I don't want to play a tutorial.
The time it's finished, you'll be ready to start building your very own movie empire.
Yeah, I don't want to start a tutorial because I've got a pretty good idea how the game runs, but I do like the sort of forward thinking. No, we'll start a sandbox one. We'll start a sandbox. So game. Sandbox. Okay. Start with 100 grand. No, we'll start with a 10. We'll start with a mil. 100 grand's not enough at all. We'll start with a mil. We'll start in the 30s. We won't have instant movie making. We won't have instantly constructed buildings. I could do with that one, you know. Some of these, I think, building decay, we might as well have that off because it's just a crappy little mechanic you have to deal with. And you know what? Yeah, we're going to have stars misbehaving. One thing I was going to say, this game is in the later eras, it's a little bit unbalanced. And it's one of the biggest problems with the game, especially to do with looking after your stars. They get rehab. They need massive help. You know, a couple of drinks and they're suddenly alcoholics. You know, a couple of meals and they're suddenly you know, obese and food. They have food issues and stuff like that. So it's the biggest weakness of the game actually. So do you know what? For the fun of it and to make sure we have a good playthrough, I'm going to turn that off. So apart from that, we'll play it as is. We get to pick a logo here for our studio. Let's go for something pretty regal and smart looking. Let's go for something really sort of smart looking, make us look like we're good at what we do, and that's nothing's really jumping out. Oh, that's quite good, just like a basic film one. Maybe it's a little plain though. Let's have a look. Do you know what? Was there a monkey then? I quite like that one. I know it's not very regal, but maybe that'd be quite fun. Oh, we've gone all the way around now. I mean, we could do that one and do like a Paramount type thing. What about, yeah, let's, oh, I don't know. I'm really struggling. We haven't even done anything. Like I said, 5 minutes to get. That one's quite good as well. Oh, toilet's quite good as well. No, do you know what? Yeah, let's go for the toilet and let's call ourselves, Bogbrush Productions. So if you don't know, if you're from outside the UK, bog is a slang term for toilet. So Bogbrush would mean, you know, a toilet brush. And I bought one the other week, a toilet brush, but I'll be honest with you, I'm going to go back to paper. Right, let's jump in the game. Let's jump in. Here we are. That's what we wanted, a nice open lot. That's perfect. So we don't get any sort of people chatting, but we do have a radio producer who's really good. One of the great things about this game is the music and the radio production. We're just going to pause for a second so I can show you what we've got going on. Here is the full-size map. You can't actually zoom out to it. It's a separate button to get to this, but that's okay. So we've got our entrance point here. This is a staffing building for our first couple of staff, which is janitors and builders and things like that. So they're going to build up the rest of it. So the kind of functions we need in place are stuff to look after cast and crew. We need stuff like places for the cast to get makeovers and things like that, and then we have research as well for technology, and then we have places where the actual movie gets made, and then obviously we have sets, lots and lots of sets. That's kind of one of the main things. Now, one thing I always do is build all the municipal buildings down here and then just fill the background with sets, and the problem that makes is that people have to walk really far back and forth to the areas they need to get to. So what I'm actually going to do here is build a real big road up and have the actual main buildings right up here in the middle of the set, and I think not only would that be a little bit more realistic, it gives us a few more options to play around with how the game looks, and also I think it'll speed up a lot of processes as we get into it. So with that in mind, let's jump into here and open up our path landscape pathing. There we go, and we'll keep we'll have a little bit of a square here. We lost studio capital straight away, but that's okay. Game's still paused. That's good. We can do some stuff with a paused game. That's what I like. So we'll cap this area off here. We'll go 1, 2, what have we got across here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, let's just bring it up to there. We're not going to be able to do much here, but we'll do that, and then we'll. How long are you? You're 4 wide, so let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of 4 wide there. Okay, this can be the path that carries on up, and we'll do this. We're trying to spend a fortune on this, because obviously, you know, we've got sort of money to think about. Well, we'll go a little bit higher, I think. Oops, that's deselected our path. So we'll do that. Yeah, so it really is a really great game. This, like I say, one of the classics of the genre. Came out at the sort of the end of the boom of the sim game. And there's so much you can do in it. Loads of creativity options as well. Obviously, you know, the layout of the actual place, decorations of the place as well. But then also the actual movies themselves, you can do quite a bit with as well, and design your own movies and things like that, which is really great fun. That's something obviously we're going to be looking at later on. Now, we haven't got a centre point here. We've got 4 across. So to get some of the nicer buildings pieces in here, like the statues and stuff, that we don't want them sitting lopsided. So what we're going to do is create 2 smaller out areas here with a central point that we can use. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go. And then these can be 3 wide for the roads to carry on down. So the road's not quite as wide as that, but yeah, that'll seem to work quite nicely, I think. So we'll do that. So here we've got 5, 5. So let's bring you up, and then 1, 2, 3 that way, and then 4, and I'll take you right across. Okay, so here are going to be our main branching points. That's great. And then next we're going to add some tarmac down. You also have award ceremonies, just like regular Hollywood. And early on, it's very tricky to win any awards because the other studios all get set up a lot quicker than yourselves. So it's very difficult to win awards for like good films or good actors and things like that. But some of the stuff you can win pretty early on is what the plot looks like and things like that. So I always take a little bit of time to actually, you know, make the place look good. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing here. So there we go. There's our main strip up, and then we're going to have our first main building, sort of like the real sort of pièce de résistance type building, which is the stage school. And this is where we're going to actually, all it's used for is hiring actors and directors. But it looks really grandiose, and it's definitely the sort of main building in the area. So we're going to drop it a little back like that. That's good. And then we'll go and hire some staff to get sort of building on that. So, oops, no, that's not pause. Is that pause? No, 1 takes us back to the start. The numbers take us through to areas. There we go. P is pause. Okay, so here we go then. So you actually can grab the people and move them around. So we're going to have, we've got 1, 2, 3, 7. So we'll have 3 builders. And the rest are going to be janitors. Like that. There we go. Hire them all because, you know, staff are few and far between here. So they're going to get started. The janitors obviously just sort of clean up and keep the place looking tidy. The builders will build the buildings, and pretty much that's all they'll do, to be honest, because we're not going to have building maintenance as an issue in this playthrough. Next thing we want to do is just join this path up. You'll see every time I do something like this, oh, I didn't do it that time, but normally you'll get little pluses and minuses to things you do through the game. Lock connectivity is one of them, so I was expecting a little lock connectivity thing to pop up there, but we didn't. Instead, we'll put a nice bit of grass down in front of this building. All this sort of stuff. Grass does actually slow people down, so we're going to use it relatively sparingly. Tarmac, they can pretty much run as fast as they do on pathways. Even though the pathways are kind of needed for building entrances and exits, people will run all over the place, really, so that's not much of a worry. So once we've got this up and running, we can start worrying about some some actors and directors and things like that. But that's not all you need to make a movie. There's actually quite a few other bits you need, to be honest with you. So we're going to get started working on some of those. So we'll drag this out. And this way as well. Okay. So let's have a look through our buildings. Like I say, in the regular playthrough, it kind of gives you tips on all these and what order to build them in. But the first thing we need to do really is to get a place where you release your movies and a place where you write your movies. So there, and a place where you cast your movies. They're the 3 major ones. We have a crew facility already. It's down the bottom there. Oh no, we need a crew one as well. Actually, yeah, we do need that. So let's get the what's the best order to do these? Production office. It's quite an important one. That can go here. Like so. So the production office, and then we'll also get the casting office over on this side, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, I want to kind of keep the scale pretty good, you know. Make sure everything sort of lines up around about the same. So there we've got 1, 2, 3 gaps, and then we'll do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So we'll place that there, and they get building. Okay, so we have our first lot of actors and actresses, all females. Okay, so we're going to have an all-female cast and crew to start off with. Now, the way I normally do this is I'll have 2 teams. I'll have I pick 2 genres that I kind of stick with throughout the game, and we have an A team and a B team, and we swap them over, and that means that their things like stress and stuff don't get too high. So, you are 21, you're an optimist, but you're easily bored. You're 19, pretty good looking. But you're also easily bored. This one's moody, bubbly, laid back, doesn't bore easily, sensible eater, doesn't turn down a drink. So we haven't got to worry about drinking and eating, I don't think, in this playthrough. Grumpily, easily bored. So most of these don't actually matter, so we'll just get them hiring. We'll have an all-female cast and crew. That's pretty impressive. So we'll have... Hold on. Let's see if there's any of them are particularly better looking than others. No, they're all about the same, aren't they? So, okay, so we'll go actor, director. They all look very similar. It'd be nice if they looked a little bit different for me at a glance. Actor, director. Okay, so that's how we're going to start off. And then we're going to get these lot chatting. Because we could do with them being a little bit more friendly. the friendlier they are with their people, the better. And you can be our first extra, thank you. So extras just sort of fill in extra roles as they're needed, hence the name extras. Haha. Right. First building's done. We've finished off staff from up there. Movie production is done, which is good. And then we need a couple more. We need our script writing facility. So we're going to start off with the. We can do custom script writing, but for now we're just going to start using the basic stuff. So script writing off is basic to start off with. And we'll bring you around here. Need to leave this one a little bit of room because as this office gets better, it gets bigger in space. So need to leave a little bit of room around this one, which we'll do there. So let's have a look what we've got that we need. We still need a crew facility for hiring crew, which we can build on this side. Let's out a little bit there. Connect all these up with paths because it helps. Hopefully you'll see this connectivity thing pop up now. No, doesn't want to show you. Oh, there you go. Lost prestige. So that increased our lot prestige, and that, like I say, is a good one to get on early because it's pretty easy to do. So here's our first two. You can tell they're directors because they face outwards. So we're going to keep, for now at least, keep these guys chatting to each other because we want you to be pretty friendly with each other, okay? So that's sort of our main block. This looks after cast and crew and movie production. So yeah, basically cast and crew, movie production. That's what this block does now. Okay, so from here we're going to branch out into various other areas, including sets and all different things like that, and laboratories for technical stuff and all that sort of stuff. So in fact, we'll work on our laboratory net because one thing you can do pretty easily to get your movies a lot better on early on is to increase their technical standard with sort of like the level of cameras and color TV, color prints and all that sort of stuff, you know. So we'll drop you in here. I mean, it doesn't really matter where this one goes. In fact, let's have this a bit more down the front. So that might be a bit more correct, actually. Well, not correct, but might be quite nice to have that down the front, out of the way. There we go. You'll hear that whoop thing every now and again. That's whenever one of these numbers changes. And the game's sort of win mechanic is all based around these numbers. So the numbers here are the level they are on the fame list. Okay? And then this number is our lot number. And you'll see all the different lots here. So at the moment we're doing second, which is pretty good. But as soon as people start getting movies out, we'll start to drop down. At the moment, the only reason we're doing really well is because we have good capital, because we haven't actually made a movie yet. But you'll see that as movies start coming out, we'll really start to suffer there. So I'm going to put you here. I'm going to put you to chat there. And I'm going to get the photographer take a picture of you. And anytime that two actors or actresses are doing, or directors are doing something together, we can use the photographer to do that, and then they'll get a little bit of a boost in their PR now, because he'll go off and say, oh, so-and-so was caught chatting with somebody else, you know. And eventually, as the game goes on, you can give them better places to chat. They can go into bars and restaurants and things like that, and they become more intimate and all that kind of thing. So yeah, it's good. Sorry, I'm throwing loads of info at you. I'm just such a fan of this game. It's so much fun. Let's actually get started on a movie. We need some script writers, and they're going to start off with, I think, let's have a look. It should tell us what's popular at the moment. Comedy's very popular, so we're going to be a comedy / something else studio, but to start off with, we're going to be comedy. Can't film a place without sets, so here are all our sets. We're going to start off with the basic stage. This is the cheapest one. It does exactly what it says in the tin. It's a stage, basically, and that's all it does. So let's have a look. Where are we going to start our sets? Is this main road going to carry on up and down, or are we just going to come to some areas? I think we're just going to come to some areas, you know.
Are making more motion pictures as I speak.
Okay.
It's a craze. It'll never last.
Oh yeah, this first TV, the radio star. Sorry. He thinks that movies are a fad and they'll never crack on. And personally, I agree with him. I think there's nothing about them at all. Oops. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if we do this, it needs to go 11 across this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That should be a square. Yeah, looks like a square to me. Yeah, awesome. And we'll do the same on the other side, 11 square. So how many have we got going on here? Sorry, it's going to take me a little while to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh, 30 on the notes. Fantastic. So we'll do 30 this way. So 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. See how that looks? Yeah, looks pretty square to me.
I wasn't very good, but it was a satisfying instrument to try and master.
Want you to have a little chat, there we go, and you can keep on a little chat as well. I know it seems daft, but it is quite important early on. It's a very simple way of increasing your film quality, because it's one of the things that does count. So here we're going to go 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go, that should be our grid. Whoops. There we go. And you there. Lovely jubbly, that looks great. And obviously we'll fill all these areas out, you'll see in a little while, with some funky looking stuff. You can put cars down, you can put statues down, water fountains, all sorts of lovely things. And also this tarmac makes it much quicker for people to get around as well. Okay. Alright. So next up we need, like I say, we need some sets. We're going to start with a couple of stages. We're going to put one either side of this strip, I think, because they're quite useful. They don't use them very much, but they are quite useful setups. So we'll have one there, and we'll have, they're handy just for like filling in little bits, you know. And we'll have another one all the way over there. One thing I don't really like in this is that they have a thing called set newness. I can't remember what the actual mechanic is called, but they have like an idea that if the films have had the set a lot, then you know that's pretty naff. But really, like, when does that happen? When does anyone see a set and go, "Ooh, this is happy"? Oh, this girl's not in a good mood. I don't know why. They're friends. She's not happy. Why are you not happy? Your statuses are all average for now. Is it because you're bored? It may well be because you're bored. There we go, but at least you're friendly. Do we have a comedy script? We have a comedy script, Neville's Devils. So we're going to now start casting for this comedy script. So I'm going to pop you down there. And these are going to be our comedy guys and girls. So you're going to be our lead role. And you're going to be our director. So we'll lose experience, obviously, because it's going to be their first movie. But, you know, other things we should actually do okay with. Yeah, so hopefully that'll be worth doing. So you can now, they'll start rehearsing it. I think it just told me that we have our second script office already. Intermediate. We may as well build that because it instantly, at the moment, these films are capped at 1 star. The best they'll ever be is 1 star because of the script. So really, we need to get rid of this and start building on the next good one. So let's pick up a builder. And they can blow that up. There we go. And then we'll go to script office intermediate. You'll see it's oh, that looked like a basic one. Oh, no, it is the one. It is slightly bigger, and you can go there. Okay. So when that's built, we'll start working on our second script, which is going to be whatever these ones are good at. Rehearsal's complete, so we'll shoot it. Is it? Oh, we need crew. We haven't got any crew. That'll be you. That'll be all you lovely people here waiting for a job. 3 crew, I think, should be enough. Actually, no. How many crew do these? That just need 2 crew. Oh, 2 crew for now. Then we'll be fine. Okay, because the crew don't get tired or anything, so you can pretty much just run them back to back. Let's shoot it. So now what happens now is this script will move around to wherever the film is being filmed. So and then when it's done, we'll be able to drag it over into the release section. One thing I really like about this game is it's a very tactile gameplay. You know, it's yeah, you know, the actual movie is a physical thing that you move around the game, and it's a really nice way of doing it. I think so anyway. We're going to take this path up here, just for the future developments, and then that will mean that we can cap this area off. Let's just drag you into there, and now we've capped you off. You can become a car park, which is, let's be honest, what you're meant to be there with the spaces. Okay, let's do a little bit more. Nice bit of greenery over here where it isn't currently covered. There we go. We want that place to look nice. Well, we won't spend too much money on this kind of stuff just yet, but we will be eventually making this place look a lot nicer. So there's a film over there. It's getting recorded. We need to start working on some more scenes, some more stages. And we're going to try and keep each place to a zone. They will use the sets for different things, like the Wild West sets don't necessarily have to be for an action movie. They'll use them for romance, they use them for all sorts, but just because I like to do it, I like to try and keep my sets together, to be honest with you. So we'll start down here, and we'll bring you up. It's going to be our first sort of road out, and then let's look at some of the sets. So we've got quite a few Wild Wests on, so we're going to build all these out. Here's the saloon. Looks great. Push you down there. All these sets, you really can't use them enough, you know. You might as well just have as many as you can. See if we can fit you. Yeah, that'll do. There we go. You'll hear that applause and it's a wrap and things. That's just the noises they make as they film, to be honest. Okay, couple of sets there. Let's also do a bank. Can we squeeze the bank in there? You've got to be pretty tight with your sets, by the way, because there are a lot of them. And eventually, you will start running out of space. I'm leaving a little space here because that'll be good for like a food court or something like that. So we'll leave that for now. And also like toilets and things like that when you start worrying about soon as well. But for now, let's have a look. That's our little sort of beginning of a Wild West thing. Relationships are going great. That's good. I'll keep the relationships up here. Keep them chatting away. They'll soon want somewhere a little bit more private. It'll say something like, I think it's time we go somewhere more entertaining. There you go. So you would expect them to now move on to a bar or a restaurant, something like that. But we haven't got those facilities yet, so you'll just have to wait. Scripts. Let's get working on our second script then. So what is popular at the moment? Let's have a look. Comedy and romance and sci-fi. I really fancy doing romance. They're a little dull, so let's do sci-fi. Sci-fi always is a little up and down with how well it does, but it's fun because the sets are cool. So talking of sets, let's build our first starship set, our first sci-fi set, which is the Starship Bridge. So we want to, where we're going to put sci-fi stuff. Let's go right for sci-fi. Right, as in off this road, we'll go right. Build a bit of pathing in. And we'll come down here. And Sci-Fi Bridge, really great first set, this one. Very useful. Used for comedies and all sorts, this is, to be honest. I'm going to go that close to the path. We'll put you there. And okay, that's that done. Our first movie is almost done. I want to kind of finish this first movie and show it you before I finish the episodes. This one might be a little bit longer than it would normally be, so I apologise for that. We've got a. I'll tell you what we will do. Where are you? You're on set. I want you to get off set, and I want you to talk to you. And then I want to get this photographer. Oh no! I want to get this photographer here. I want to get back over to you. And oh no, you've already gone. can't do it now because you're going to run to set, aren't you? Why are you in a mood? You're not stressed. Is it just your look? Might just be how she looks. That sounds horrible, but it looks like she's got a right face on her. Can't take a photo of them, or can we? Let's have a look. No, when they're on set they can't. I'll tell you what we'll do then. We'll get you chatting. Might as well get you a bit of PRA. No idea where I am. Oh yeah, okay. There you go, you should take a photo of them. There you go, and he'll run off now, and that's a little bit of PR for those, which is good. I'd rather obviously be the PR be for the ones who are making the movie, because that would work a lot better. But yeah, overall, happy with that. So here's a few of the sets. Let's have a look. You can come right down into them. In fact, you can double click them, and it gives you a little show through. Look at this. So this is our Western Saloon. Whoops. Which is great. Over here we have a bank, which is good. Really good for Western movies, action movies, that sort of stuff. This one is still on the process of being done. That's fine. And then over here, that's going to be our Starship Bridge once we get it done and up and running. Wild West Jail is almost done. Let's have a look at you. Here we go. There we go. And there's our jail. That's a great one as well. Look at that. The sets in this game are great. But this one just uses the stage, but to be fair, it's 1932, it's what you would expect. So the movie's done. So now we can move over to here, and we can release it. Eventually we'll be able to do like pre-run advertising and things like that, but from now on, we're just going to release it, so let's have a look. Neville's Devils. So the script quality was a 1-star, star relationships were good, and the repair of sets was superb. Crew experience was poor, not much we can do about that until we carry on. Novelty value and genre interest was great. So overall, the only things we weren't good at were the experience and the star power, and that will only come with time. So that's pretty much as best as we could do there to give us a final 1-star. So let's watch the movie. Like I say, all this eventually is editable, and you can make your own movies. But for now, until we get a little bit better production quality, as you can see, it's all scratchy in black and white. We're just going to let them do. We can only do like 3 scenes, I think, to start off with. Eventually, we'll be able to do them up a little bit better. But so now we have audio, which is good, and we have 2 color as opposed to black and white. Here we go. They're I don't know what she's doing, but I think they're talking. Yeah. I think they're talking. Oh, she's having a bit of a sweep up. There we go. This is meant to be a comedy. Oh, she's dead. Oh, but she's back up again. And then she's telling her all about the amazing things that are going to happen in the sequel. But are they friends? I think this is good. Well, that was fantastic. So, these are procedurally generated, the scenes and stuff in this. So, yeah, the ones they make are always a little funky. But, if you laughed, then it did exactly what you did. Like I say, that is pretty much as best we can get. What do the reviews say? It cost us 14 grand, that's pretty good. We've gained this much experience on both of them. Not much stress, which is good. Actually, I think they don't move because of the thing we clicked. So they've gained experience, which is great. All the crew and the script and everything, they've all gained experience, which is fantastic. So the sets are really in superb condition. What sort of review would ever say that? I don't know. Fairly low quality throughout. Yeah, okay. Still much to learn about comedy acting. One thing in common, they're all useless. Bad directing was a crime, was particularly bad. Yeah, they're brand new actors. There's really very little you can do about it. The only thing you can do, which is what we're going to do now, is to get these and to grab them and to throw them onto a set that's not being used. And they will practice and they will gain a little bit of experience while they're not being used. And that's something I'm going to do with these 2, but the set's not done, unfortunately. But there you go, our first movie is out. It's gone in at number 17 in the charts, and any minute now it will have earned back what it cost us to make. It cost us 14 grand, and on its release it has made 14 grand. There we go. So now we're in clear profit, which is fantastic. So there you go. There's episode number 1, our first movie, Neville's Devils. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm so looking forward to playing this game. Like I say, we're not going to be doing throwbacks on a Thursday from now on. I'm going to be playing this a little bit more often, so we move forward, and hopefully you guys will get behind it. And suggestions down in the comments, please, of stuff you'd like to see. ways you'd like to see the movies progress and all that sort of stuff. And tell me if you've played this game. Tell me if you've never heard of it. Tell me, are you a huge fan? Are you glad to see me play it? Am I playing it wrong? I want to hear from you guys about this, please. There's a bit of a trend I've noticed on all of YouTube, but when I've started noticing on my channel a little bit, that people only seem to comment when I've done something wrong. They comment that I said the wrong name in Pinewood Hills, or they comment when I'm not playing the game properly or something. Very rarely do people comment when it's something good to say, and it's not that I need something good. I'm just saying, sometimes we can just have a chat in the comments. It's all good, That's the main reason I do these, is so that I can create this little community around people who love playing this kind of game with me, this sort of creative simulation game. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with any more. We're going to move on. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please give us a like. It really does help out the channel, Mike. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, queries, or suggestions, you can pop down in the comments. And if you fancy chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at John T. Sparrow. If you'd like to join in with the Geekism community, you can do so over on our Geekism Discord server. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.